I'm your host, Khalil, the host of Khalil, the Humble Sports. But I'm coming to you live here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loud Canada. Today, ladies and gentlemen, get you guys to the fact that Aaron Judge lands his 61st home run after the Yankees defeat the Blue Jays 8-3. LeBron James, Khalil, and Draymond Green, they buy a pickleball team, by the way, or in the LRMR ownership group. Joey Bosa is going to be going to the IR. Coolio has died at 59, by the way. Terrific news there. PGA Tour files a countersuit against Liv Golf, claiming Liv Golf interfered with existing contracts if it had its members. And that's all, and many other news come, by the way, guys. First things first, I'm going to tell you that Aaron Judge lands his 61st home run, by the way, as the Yanks beat the Blue Jays 8-3. He's got to get to 62, by the way. So, what accomplishment's going to be for Aaron Judge, but he's Aaron Judge. So, look forward to it. Yanks, they've clinched the AL East title. But Aaron Judge got to get the home run number 62. That's all he's got to do. Another thing I want to get you guys into, by the way, LeBron James, Khalil, and Draymond, they buy a pickleball team. They're in the LRMR ownership group, by the way. So, wow, something right there. Drew Brees bought a pickleball team of his own, which he did. So, look forward to that. It's an ownership group, too. Others here that Joey Bosa is going to the IR to have surgery on his groin tear. So awful news there. My thoughts prayers go to him, his family, and his fans. It's horrific situation that he's in. Get well, Joey Bosa. Also got some sad news here to report. Many of you guys have found this out last night and yesterday, these past 24 hours, that Coolio has died at 59. By the way, he was going on his way to I think LA to go get his passport. By the way, get his passport rechanged, and he was visiting a friend using his friend's bathroom, but when he came out, when Coolio never came, Coolio was found unconscious on the floor. That's when the EMTs came in. The EMTs did CPR on him, and he was pronounced dead. It's very clear where Coolio died up. By the way, maybe you guys know him as remember the song "Gangsta's Paradise." And also, you guys do remember him back in 2000s when he sang that song, what's his name, Dexter on Cartoon Network, a couple years ago. So, I do remember that song, by the way, what's the name, Dexter? Coolio in there singing that, and all the other Cartoon Network and all the old Cartoon Network shows were in that as well, dances to that. I do remember that. He also sang "Gangsta's Paradise" as well. My condolences go out to Coolio's family members, all of his fans, the rap industry at this horrific loss. Rest in Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio. Your legacy is going to live on forever and ever. And hopefully there's going to be an autopsy that's going to be performed and determine what the cause of death toll was. They say it was cardiac arrest, but who knows what it could be. So awfulness. Rest in peace, Coolio. Rest in Gangsta's Paradise. All sad news, guys. So he was 59. Awful news there. He was last term with Vanilla Ice. Awful news, guys. Other than I'm going to get you guys into, by the way, that PGA Tour has filed a countersuit against Liv Golf, by the way, claiming Liv Golf interfered with existing contracts if it had with its members, by the way. Liv Golf executed a campaign to pay its players astronomical sums of money, inducing them to breach their contracts with the PGA in an attempt to use Liv players and golf to sportswash recent history of Saudi atrocities and further Saudi public investment funds with Vision 2030 initiatives. So that's not looking good there. And Patrick, and also guys that Phil Wilson wants his name dropped from that lawsuit, which he does. And that's all that you need to know, guys. And yep, PGA Tour and Liv Golf, they're just going at it. So things are looking good there. Also gets another news, by the way, that UFC has closed their UFC Fight Night card for this week at Apex facility in Vegas. Very unclear. It's close to the public and the media. It's very unclear why that is. Mark Zuckerberg was in there probably for some precarious reason. I'm not sure what's going on there, but who knows? We'll still wait to see for ourselves. Also gets another news that Myles Garrett, he drove at an unsafe speed of 65 miles per hour. The speed in Brea, Ohio was 45 miles per hour. He did get a citation for that too. So before he got to that car crash, where he suffered a bicep strain, shoulder sprain, and also cuts and bruises, by the way. So it's very clear he's going to be playing for this week. So who knows, guys. Also, guys, you got the Dolphins taking on the Bengals tonight, guys. Check that game out. Tua Tagovailoa and if he's gonna be playing, I mean, he probably should be playing. Even though he's not on the concussion protocol, despite the injury he had last week, but he's not on the concussion protocol, and I'm not sure if he's gonna be playing for tonight. So it's gonna be interesting how it plays out. But he should be okay, I guess. So that's all you need to know on that. So I guess also there's another news, by the way, that let's see here. Brett Favre's Far for Hope charity donates to 130K plus to USM Athletic Foundation from 2018 to 2020. This is all a Mississippi fraud case that Brett Favre was in, but he wasn't arrested or charged for this. Now Favre tried to raise money for the new volleyball stadium at USM, where he played football, and his daughter is in the volleyball team as well. The funds in that stadium were under scrutiny and a huge Mississippi fraud probe, and this got in trouble, by the way. He still owed a bunch of money for that. And honestly, Brett Favre was not arrested or charged, which he was not, but he was involved into the probe, and that's everything there was. You gotta know on that, everybody. So hopefully things turn out well, and hopefully Brett Favre gets out of that scandal, which he has to do. Another news, by the way, that let's see here. You have the Nats defeat the Braves 3-2. You have the Cubs defeat the Phillies 4-2. Tigers defeat the Royals 2-1. So I guess Red Sox defeat the Orioles 3-1. Angels defeat the A's 4-1. You have the Dodgers defeat the Padres 1-0. Giants defeat the Rockies 6-3. You also had Mariners defeat the Rangers 3-1. Brewers defeat the Cards 5-1. Mets defeat the Marlins 5-4. You have the Twins defeat the White Sox 8-4. And that's all the news you need to know. Pirates defeat the Reds 4-3, and Guardians defeat the Rays 2-1. So that's all the news you got to know in that, everybody. Other news that Mike Breen's Long Island home was ablaze, by the way. And it is under investigation, by the way, so hopefully he's doing okay. He's in good spirits, which he is. And it is under investigation, which it is, by the way, guys. Also, guys, a legendary sumo legend by the name of Hakuho Sho destroyed Steph and Clay. Wow. Wow, Steph and Clay. You got destroyed by a sumo legend. Wow. What's like autographs in Japan? You got thrown around like a bunch of yeah, sure. Like some toy, like wow, look at that. But wow, like some rag dolls. That's what you guys are. But next season, you guys are gonna be ragdolled over the place when you guys get battered and beaten, and by next season, because everyone's coming for you. Because that sim legend, for example, tossed you guys around so much, you guys didn't stand a chance. Steph Clay, you didn't stand a chance. Like wow, Steph Clay, trying to prove something, but you're not. If you guys were in sumo wrestling, wow, look at you. You guys will be murdered so bad. Just, wow, look at you. Also, there's another news, by the way, that I want to say happy birthday wishes out to Ian McShane, Halsey, Kelly McCreary, KD, Tatum Beck, Zachary Levi, Calvin Johnson, JoJo Simmons, Stephen Bowes, Jenna Bandy, Nina Kond, Lo Bosworth, Candice Lorraine, Eleanor Barnes, Lauren DeLalo, Lauren Pohl, Vanessa Grimaldi, Bella Ashland, Cardale Jones, Sasha Lane, Natalie Vertiz, Liquez, Michelle Payne, and Danny Pedrosa. Send them all your birthday wishes. Shout out, please be sure to do that down below in the comment section. That's all the news you gotta know. That's all I gotta say. Send them all your birthday wishes, tweets them once again. That's all there is you gotta know. And everybody. So another more on that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do right there for the Khalil That Was Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Khalil That Was Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page by any and all necessary way. Thoughts your response of Aaron Judge hitting a 61st home run last night as the Yanks defeat the Blue Jays 8-3. Let me know about that. Your thoughts on LeBron James, Khalil, and Draymond buying a pickleball team. They're also in the LRMR ownership group, by the way. What are your thoughts about that? We also PGA Tour filed a countersuit against Liv Golf, claiming Liv Golf interfered with existing contracts it had with its members. What are your thoughts about that? We're because gonna be waiting. Also, guys, we thought the sumo legend Hakuho Sho destroying Steph and Clay. Let me know about that. While Steph and Clay were on preseason game in Japan. Thoughts about that? Also, because you had the Brewers defeat the Cards 5-1. You had the Mets defeat the Marlins 5-4. Nats defeat the Braves 3-2. All these you gotta know on everybody. And also Twins defeat the White Sox 8-4 as well. Those are Myles Garrett, getting him onto the car wreck, and he had some bruises on him, by the way. And he drove an insane speed. What are your thoughts about that? Let me know. Everybody, I'll address the sponsor. That's all the news you gotta know on that. He was also issued with citation for that before he got to that car wreck. Also got to send your brother wishes to Ian McShane, Halsey, Kelly McCray, KD, Tana Beck, Michelle Payne, Danny Pedrosa, Liquid. Send my brother wishes, tweets them introducing that. Also got send your thoughts and prayers out to Coolio's family members and his fans as Coolio's died at 59, by the way. As he was found on the ground in his friend's bathroom, by the way, unconscious. And awful news, guys. Coolio's died at 59. It's very unclear what he died of exactly. There were no drugs or paraphernalia in his system. It's very unclear what he died of exactly. So awful news. Rest in peace, Coolio. Rest in Gangsta's paradise, Coolio. Legacy's gonna live on forever and ever, and that's awful news, guys. So rest in peace, Coolio. That's all for that. You thoughts on Joey Bosa going to the IR tab, searching on his groin tear? Let me know about that. What do you got for tonight? You got the Bengals or the Dolphins first one? Let me know about that. Also, guys, Giants are gonna take on the Bears on Sunday, which they will. By the way, and Giants, they're gonna beat the Bears, which they must. I'm looking forward to that. I'm back for breaking news. Times live. Thanks so much. So much. A whole lot more than the Khalil that was sports. But everything sports later. And there's you got notes. All this, like I say. Take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe with it. Bye bye.